Greetings, class. Long time no see. I'm going to begin this week showing you folks how we're going to be finishing up the class, what the lessons are going to be, how I'll be teaching it, and things like that. So this is the first video in that particular series. I may move to doing video conferencing at some point, but as you folks know, I'm hearing impaired. I also have zero patience with technical glitches, and I find that Zoom conferencing and any kind of conferencing has a series of unpredictable results that I'm just not willing to deal with right now. But I'm going to survey you folks, and if you decide that that's what you want, we'll make that part of the class. For right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-record everything and build it into the lessons we're going to be doing. So at least you folks will be getting lectures from me and getting material from me in a way that I'm comfortable doing. And then if you folks want us to be meeting as a class, we can figure out a way to do that. Okay, so first thing I want to do is show you how I've reorganized the class a little bit. So here is our home page. I'm going to scroll down here and show you as we get towards the bottom. The last thing we did was the second writing Dropbox, and I know that the peer review was kind of a big fat flop. I appreciate those of you that were able to do it. Some of you are still working on that, but I'm not going to be forcing you folks into group work anymore just because of that. There are some reasons why it didn't work that I'm starting to understand now. From now on, we'll be doing individual work, but we'll still try to figure out a way to have some level of interactivity in the class. Okay, so let's go into what we're going to be doing right now, and this is AV PSA script lesson. You click on that, and that's going to take you to a whole page. And this page is going to have pretty much everything you need for this part of the class. There's the Dropbox for it. If you click on there, that'll show, at least from my view, it'll show you what your due date is. So it's going to be due April 14th. So it's going to be the next thing that we're actually doing. Let me go back real quick. And so what I have is our template, which is the AV script. And then I have some samples as well. I'm going to click on one of these samples right now, which will pop up for us so we can look at it. And let me blow this up a little bit. Okay. So this is what an AV script looks like. Blow it up a little bit more. Okay. And this one is a Navy PSA of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But the whole point of an AV script, which is also called a 2-column script, is because it has 2 columns. So one side, this side here is going to be your video, and this side over here is going to be the audio. So in this case, fade up, Admiral, seen in medium close-up, seated, speaking to an unseen off-screen interviewer. Notice they actually have shots. You can do that in an AV script. And then note to readers, actual sound bites will be edited. And then you have what the person's actually saying here, Admiral, and then they have his dialogue. You also have narration as you scroll down on this side. And what they do is on the left, they have what you see, and on the right, you have what you hear. So there's one example of that. Let me click on this one right here, which is one that's one of the ones my students did a few years ago. So it's called Stop Complaining About West Valley. Video's on the left. Audio is going to be on the right. As you scroll down, you can see they show a shot of West Valley, and then they have Kyle talking about something. And one of the reasons I like using this one is because of the fact that I actually have a copy of it right here. So if you click on here, this will take you to a YouTube link of this. Okay. And play this, and this will actually show you what that finished PSA looks like. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's kind of fun. Okay. I also have a whole series of PSAs I want you folks to watch as well. We could watch these together, but I'll let you folks watch it on your own time. It's a public service announcement about prejudice from 78, 79, the famous crying Native American, Keep America Beautiful one with Cody Iron Eyes. These are both ones from my childhood, which shows you how ridiculously old I am. There's a British one called Lonely Water. That's one of the creepiest ones I've ever seen. It's just absolutely delicious. One of the Play Safe Frisbee ones where you have the kids that break into a power tower and throw a ball or a Frisbee against it with predictable results. And then there's another one which is a Mormon PSA called Take the Time to Listen. It's a really nice jingle. So all these are a little on the offbeat side, but I figured that We live in kind of an offbeat world right now, and you folks might be mining some strange territory for your potential PSAs. So in addition to that, I also have an AV script here in a Word doc file. So as you can see, it's an empty one, video on the left, audio is on the right. Put your title. I have group on here, but just put your name on it. This was supposed to be a group project, but we can't really do those anymore. So what you're going to do is you're going to download this, you're going to do your PSA, and then you're going to drop it into the Dropbox when you're finished with it. Pretty easy peasy. It could, down the road, maybe we could shoot these, but for right now, any interactivity in group meetings is just going to be off the table for at least the next few weeks, possibly the rest of the school year. So we're just going to have to make the best of this. So this is the first lesson I'm doing. I'm going to be adding more towards the bottom. So here's AV script lesson. That was this week. I'll put what weeks we're doing too on these as well. I just haven't had a chance to finish all that yet. And also we're going to be doing a spec script next. I'll be describing how to get working on that. We already introduced that a little bit. And then I'll be adding some more lessons down the road on structure, symbolism, and things like that. And basically just try to give you folks all the rest of the stuff I was going to give you for the rest of the class. I'll have some links to some videos for you folks to watch as well for us to study, look at the structure. We'll have some discussions where we can talk about that. I want to keep you folks engaged and working in the class, and I want you folks to actually come away out of this class with your 40 to 50 pages worth of written material, which some of you are already well on your way with that with the second Dropbox. I have the third writing and fourth writing Dropbox down at the bottom, and those will be due later on in the semester. I'll let you folks know how we're going to do it. We're probably not going to try to do peer reviews for those unless we come up with a better way to do it. I'll just be reading those and giving you folks feedback. I owe you folks feedback for your second installments. I'll be getting that to you hopefully by the end of the week or by the beginning of next week. That way you folks will have that. So look for more content going up here. Look for some emails from me. I just want to keep you folks, in the loop, continue to communicate with you. I know it's been tough up to this point, but we're just going to try to do the best we can. All right, so good luck out there, and I will see you folks later.